Hey, it's John Lyons from Hub Creative Group, and I'm here at the 10-7 Cafe with Gary DeRue.
Hey, John.
Thanks very much for joining us, Gary.
No problem.
Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the event we have coming up on Wednesday, January 29th, here at the cafe. And it's called Rise Above PTSD, a night of storytelling and redemption. And you, Gary, have a great story to tell.
Yeah, an unfortunate story, and probably not a completely uncommon story, but not that many people are talking about it. So mine had to do with a medical error. So I'm a hospital pharmacist, and a few years ago, I made a really simple human error. I forgot to hit H on my keyboard, and a patient died as a result.
Right.
And so anytime caregivers are at the sharp end of a medical error, that's the lingo that they use these days, obviously there's unfortunate harm to the patient and the family, but often the caregivers suffer as well. And so that sort of suffering has a name now, and so I'm going to kind of share my experience of what it's like to be a medical practitioner that is involved in a medical error.
And that's a little bit different than some of the other stories we're hearing from Brian Knowler, Murray Dawson, and Emily Hime, who are talking about PTSD, accumulated stress disorder, and now the situation that you've gone through. And it's all about the trauma that happens and getting through it. I mean, this isn't a workshop by any stretch,
Right.
Like we've said before, but this is you telling your story about getting through the trauma.
Yeah, and a lot of the experiences are similar. A lot of the symptoms are similar.
Right.
When I hear stories of PTSD of first responders, there's a lot in common
Right.
with this same experience that I had. And so I think there's going to be a lot of similarity shared
Right.
on that night.
So that night is Wednesday, January 29th. We have a panel discussion with you, Emily, Brian, and Murray. We're all going to share a little bit of our experiences, but more importantly, I mean, this is on Bell Let's Talk Day. That's no coincidence. You all got through your trauma by talking and relying on your networks, right?
Yep.
So we're going to do the same that night, and we hope that people can come out and join us. The tickets are $35. It includes a donation to Rise House and the Chatham-Kent Women's Center, as well as at 6 o'clock we have some little appetizers and some meet and greet and some networking before the talks start at 7. So Gary, thank you very much for giving us a little tease about what your talk is going to be about. I can't wait to hear the rest of it here next week.
Okay.
Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll drop a link to a little bit more information down below. Have a nice weekend.